Might just keep this because I can jam it on turn 4. But this isn't really a curve, so I think I do need to replace it, or maybe replace the aspect of the bear. Yeah, we can get away with that. Awesome. Probably going to make a defensive opening, just angle for a turn 2 5-drop. That's the plan. Cool, they played a 2-2. So I kind of want to go this way now. It means we don't get the... No, that's not worth it, is it? I'll just kill it later. Let me just... I should have replaced first because I might actually determine where I move. Cool. That's useful. Keep that in my pocket for a range meeting. Ooh, that's good. That's kind of a nice draw, actually. If my opponent doesn't contest me very much, this could be huge. Everyone's taking the center. They're in love with the middle. Please be like an X3 range. Oh, damn. That's scary. What do I do about that? Doesn't die to dancing blades. Like, it was supposed to die to dancing blades. I can dispel it, but that doesn't seem very effective either. Okay. That's one way of doing it. Just do this. My opponent's going to get a lot of mana and power next turn. I can't avoid getting hit by this Lyceum Brawler, can I? I can at least force it to position in a particular place. Make it go here, but I don't really want to allow my opponent to play stuff on this tile. Time to take my lumps. Oh, that's a good draw. Okay, so the plan was I can use Dancing Blades or the Arrow Whistler to kill this after it's hit me for 6. Cold Biter makes that even better because it's more mana efficient. So my opponent's going to like splurge out a bunch of stuff. Hopefully they don't buff this too much. At least it's too far away to reach me for 2 hits. If they have Magnetize, it could be bad because they can kill the Arrow Whistler, but again, it still dies. If they have, I guess Afterblaze is the worst, but I have this Chromatic Cold, so I guess it's kind of good if they just flunge everything into the Lyceum Brawler and go all in, and then I get to play a removal spell and clean up. That would be the dream. I'll be participating for the first time, and I don't know exactly what to expect, honestly. Okay, so the meta will be different from ladder because of the bans, but last time there was a pretty decent mix between players just having fun and playing experimental decks and players playing super serious decks. Some people played the same deck every week. I did that. I played Wanderer Rag literally every week. I changed the list every week, but I played the same list every week. Oh my god. That's getting dispelled. Okay, that could have gone a lot worse. Sorry, Atheist Mantis. I'll come back to the explanation in just a second. So we can kill this Woodwind. We can dispel this Chromatic, this Second Sun, hit it, shoot the 4-2. Or do I just I dispel this, shoot. I can attack it with this if I want and play Cold Biter just to clean up, and then they can't attack the Arrow Whistler at all. Or I can do Chromatic Cold Windrunner, which is reasonably scary. I kind of like this Cold Biter idea, actually. More Dancing Blades, also good. So no, I have to dispel this. It's too much hit and power. Yeah, playing Cold Biter and just killing everything near me seems pretty good. So yeah, attack this. Attack. Just do that. Cool. Okay. Right. Where were we? Oh yes, explaining MDL. So there was a strong mix of like people having fun and people doing pretty serious stuff. I went for the latter approach. A big part of the play in the league is anticipating what your opponents are likely to bring and teching your deck to counter them. So the kind of big differences come in oh, this is awkward. Why can't this attack the other way? So I can trade this in and then hit it and it will die to Cold Biter. Maybe that's correct actually. I just play Ruby Rifter. I lose my ranged unit though. I can like trade dancing. Nah, let's just get Ruby Rifter into play. We'll just do that. Smack this. I have to trade in the ranged unit sadly. And then it dies. But I have a Rifter in play. Yeah, so if you switch decks a lot, people can't predict what you're going to do. If you stay on the same deck, they obviously can. And they can try and bring appropriate sideboards for you. So staying on one deck is, I think, generally better. I think the players that did the best played a relatively small number of decks. I don't know if that's true. It's just my impression. The top three for like 2/3 of the entire event, I think, if I remember correctly, was just me, Bryguy, and Draco Moriarty. No, I didn't reach the top three that quickly. Like maybe halfway through or near the end. At some point I reached the top three, and then it was just me and Bryguy and Draco jostling for position, basically. And each of us played the same deck every week. The big upside of that is that you can play something that you know you're good at. And that really helps when it comes to sideboarding. Because, oh god, that's going to get bladed to death. Because sideboarding is actually just such a huge part of the format. That's why I like it so much. There's nothing... Sideboarding is one of the most interesting things you can do in Duelyst, in my opinion. I'm actually going to have to attack this instead of letting it die to Cold Biter. What a waste. I think it really adds a lot to the game, and especially to metagaming and tournament strategy and all this stuff. And knowing how to build a sideboard is like maybe the most important thing that will get you wins in MDL, because you don't just take your decks, you want to bring a sideboard for your opponents as well, and you want to know not only what they're playing, but how you sideboard to beat them, as well as shaping your deck in general. It does help to play a deck that's good against everything, if that's a thing. There may not be one in the new format, we don't know. Oh boy, this is the second time we've singered an EMP in this draft. This is so sick. I wonder if I put it behind them so they have less room to run. Crunch. Whew, that was exciting. Random question. Do you know what the lore is for this upcoming expansion in Magic Arena? Yeah, War of the Spark. So